Day 4 of my Ramadan fast. I have not eaten for 24 hours and 20 minutes. But I had a drink of water at the steam room session about 2 hours ago. So 8:39 p.m. UK time. After that, I had half a pint of milk and I had about 6 pints of water during a steam session. So now I'm absolutely starving. I'm going to eat my meal, first meal in the Ramadan fast. I'm currently eating one meal a day on this Ramadan fast. So I'm not only doing the Ramadan fast, I'm only eating one meal a day. And I have various vitamin supplements I have with the fast, like the gentle iron, vitamin B, vitamin C supplements, vitamin D, D3, sea kelp, cod liver oil, and I also have a ginger drink which I'll make later on, a nice ginger. So I've got until early hours of the morning before sunrise. I normally finish about 2:30. I have nothing after 2:30 a.m. right, because I sleep anyway. So this meal I'm going to have now. Before I eat my meal, I just have to close my eyes and think about the people around the world who cannot get a meal, and children around the world who are starving, families in war-torn countries that haven't got a roof over their head, heating or water or any sort of food. So whenever you have food and you're eating, you've got to think of those who are human like yourself that haven't got. I just pray that they can reach the food sources and they can eat. Because after all, we are all on this planet human. And I do feel we're all connected, even though people don't care about other people. I do. I care for every human being on this planet. And I wish everyone could be eating a meal like me today. Everyone. If I had the power, I'd reach and make everyone have a good meal. So just close your eyes with me for 1 minute and think about the people in India suffering after that typhoon hit them. And in Mozambique, they've had 2 typhoons, and other parts of the world where there are natural disasters, earthquakes, etc. During that 1 minute plus silence, I also thought about leaders around the world, people in power with money. Just please make it easy for countries who are less well off than yourself. People who are starving, wars. Use your power and your influence as a human being to make it life easy for those who are suffering in war-torn country, who can't eat and who are dying, have no parents. Just think how lucky we are. And imagine if we were in that situation. Money isn't everything. I think humanity is human life. I found out on the 4th day of the fast, I'm still getting the dizziness and the feeling of sickness, but my body is dealing with it better. I'm dealing with this sickness. The body's adapting to it. Though I'm feeling it, I've had the least effect of sickness and dizziness today for the first time. What are you about dinner? Again, craving protein. Small amount of chicken, Caribbean style chicken, plantain, kale, red kidney beans, rice, and you see I've got vegetables in here, tomatoes, etc., garlic, onions, so you get a variety of nutrients in here. And I find these satisfies me, and it keeps me going on the fast. That's why I eat it. I definitely feel weight reduction while I'm on this 1-day Ramadan fast. This Ramadan fast is powerful. You should try it, and I'm now going to do it every year. It's very powerful. Just thinking about positive things in my life, and I've had a lot happen to me and my partner, and it's easy to resent it and be angry about it, but I find anger gets you nowhere. Instead, I just wish I had better in my life. But I do believe life is meant to be this way. This is the path that God chose for me, to meet my partner, to have his children with her, and a new family. This is the path. We all have a path set for us, and I believe this is the way it's meant to be. You make your own path, but God chooses the direction you're going to go. My partner and I are going to give our son Isaac, our next child to be born, all our love and all our support. And we're going to fight to support our family and give it and build it into a solid structure. Father relationship with son, if we have a girl, daughter relationship with son and mother, the whole unit together, bringing our children up, educating them, showing them right and wrong, and even improving ourselves on the way. This is the kind of family I'm going to have now and raise up. Any negative outside influence will be removed. I love my cooking, and this is why I cannot permanently go on a raw vegan diet. I do love cooking. I love the smells. I love the taste of my food. There's not one day that passes or 1 hour of the day that I don't think of my mum. My mother's in my head every single day. She passed away with cancer in 2017. My mother is now in a peaceful place. My mother was here, she's had a time, and now she's gone. We're next on the line. So the question I ask is, where do we go? Where do we go? I truly believe this is just a shell. This human being, this bone and skin and fluid and brain we have, I believe it's just a shell, a temporary shell, and a phase we're going through. After this phase goes, which is a very short one, believe it or not. Could you remember when you were born? And look how you are now. 58 years have passed, almost. And look at me. And you wonder where time has gone. Dinosaurs left the Earth 200 million years ago, and the Jurassic period lasted around 56 million years. Now, can you imagine 56 million years the dinosaurs on this Earth? And the what was I say? Human beings about 200,000 years. 200,000 years. Human beings from ape to modern man has been inhabiting this planet. It's so short. We've just been like a blip on the planet compared to the dinosaurs and other living creatures. And of course the Earth itself. We're now moving to the age of artificial intelligence. I'm trying to be optimistic about artificial intelligence, trying to go forward. But it's not the artificial intelligence I'm worried about so much. It's man's implementation of artificial intelligence and what he's going to use it for. Like, say for instance, to exploit other countries, warfare, or going into artificial intelligence so deep that it creates something that it turns on that it can't turn off. Like a nuclear bomb. Once a nuclear bomb drops, you can't turn it off. So I think this could be worse. 5G. They produce technology they haven't tested, and bombarding this technology down on human beings and nature. All this MF radiation you cannot see. The millimeter waves needed to push this 5G to your mobile phone. Take a look at everyone. They're all lost in their phones. Everyone's like this, apart from me. Everyone's on their phones. You look at a bus station, garages, airports, cafes, pubs. Everyone's in their phone, lost. They're here. You see some people almost get knocked over by holding a mobile phone. Bam! Car hits you. Or they rob their mobile phones, like in London, on the moped gangs. People are really lost in their phones. The phones have done, the phones have won. They've won already. The human race is in the matrix. When you see things happening in life, take a pause and ask yourself before you make a judgment of anyone or anything, why is this happening? Why is this so? Why is that so? Why is that not so? And the reason why I mentioned this is my mum in hospital. When my mum was announced with cancer, my brother, whose name is Adrian, he kept moaning at me. He's so negative, moaning. I got insults. I got called fat cunt on YouTube. Literally abusive messages. I could retaliate and do the same thing, but I'm not going to go to his level. But he has retaliated at me. He doesn't know my life, what's happening in my life, what depression I'm suffering, what illness I'm suffering, and my reasons for not coming as often as I should. And so it's just awful to have a brother like that. I wish I had a brother which turned around and says, oh, what's going on? Or try to get my number and say, look, what's that? Are you right? Are you okay, Tom? Mum's ill. And just talk and say, you come down more often. It's, you know, things will be alright. Come down and give your brother a hug when you see him. Just be nice. And he's not like that at all. Horrible and nasty person. You know, very aggressive and horrible. And he thinks he wants to use violence on me. It's a big mistake to ever use to do that. A big mistake to do it. I wouldn't want to retaliate, but if he was to do that, there'd be nothing left of him. So, but I don't want to talk this way. I want to be positive. But because they're violent towards me, it brings this out in me. You know. It wouldn't last a second, not with me. Right, Mum's passed away, it's so sad, the family's like this. And this is why I'm so happy away from it. I cannot visit my dad, he's very negative. As I get beaten all my life, as a young boy, I've been really bad beatings. Even before my brother Adrian was even born, or Titus, or the rest of them, I was beaten really bad. I got it bad, my brother Nigel, and her sister Damiana, who she's in a mental institution. Beatings affected her, and also she went and started smoking weed or marijuana, and it's turned her, she's schizophrenic in hospital. Family could be your worst enemy. Your worst enemy. What I say to that? Just make a new family. Make a new one. People are going to mess up. In your family could be the worst. You can't choose them, but they could be the worst. So just move on with your life, just like I'm moving on with my life. They've got their life. Like I said, I don't wish hate on no one. They might be thinking, oh, he wish this happened to me, I wish that bad happened. No. I wish you get on with your life. I wish you were better people, more understanding, and just speak to people before you make judgment on people. Just speak to them. Anyone out there in the world, politician, friend, relationships, speak to the person who has a problem, and you could sort things out. Most of the time, you can sort it out. Anyhow, after this meal, I'm going to drink my water, get my vitamin supplements, cod liver, and about an hour later, I'm going to have a ginger, boiled root ginger. This root ginger is very good for the system. You only have one body. We're not here for long on the planet, so you have to make sure you look after your body and keep well. Don't put alcohol in your system like my father did. He sacrificed our family for alcohol and mistreated my mum. Most of my boys in the family don't know what my dad done. I do know, okay? And a lot of this contributed to her illness and her depression and her being ill. My mum was so depressed, and no one ever knew that, but I knew more. I'm not doubting that people didn't know anything. Of course they did, if I correct that, but I knew a lot from my mum. We spoke, and there's a lot of depression. And it made me depressed, the way she'd been treated. And my dad fooled the whole family, conned the whole family, caused damage between the boys, and this is how we treat each other. The boys are very aggressive towards me. This comes from my dad beating us and the way his mannerisms. So anyhow, if you've got family, you've got brothers and sisters, and if you've got been in marriage and divorced, and you make mistakes, and your sons and daughters, just please forgive your parents. They mean well, they love you, and just forgive your parents. They're only trying to do their best for you, even though you might see it a different way. So anyhow, God has blessed us with Isaac, and God has blessed me with Laura, and God's blessed her with me, and also another baby on the way. So have a good day, and like I said, think about the people who haven't got food, and have good thoughts. Thanks for watching. Wow.